What the fuck is that? Fuck y'all got going
We went
on?
live.
Oh, that was not.
It always happens. I'm not prepared lately.
No.
Good evening and welcome to Laugh Talk Giggle.
Oh, we on.
We
on.
on, nigga. We on.
Oh, that nigga, yeah.
I'm Lady J. This is,
Oh, I'm Blakey.
that's Blake. So tonight, our guest, this month has been fucked. Okay, so the guest for tonight is unable to make it again. So we have another friend of the show, Blakey. And we're going to talk about, I want to do another show called Drive Right Detroit. So what we're going to do before Drive Right Detroit hits and becomes popular, because it's going to be popular. I don't care what you say. It's going to be popular. Here's the late Kelly Michelle.
I sure am. Here
I
am. Hi, everybody. Hi. How
This did not
are
happen
you? You
on Drive
looking all
Right
cute.
Detroit.
You look, ooh, look a little party face.
So we're going to just preview some of the kind of questions and things for Drive Right Detroit, because I have found when I'm driving with people, they just don't know the traffic laws. Period.
Jesus.
Yes, my Lord Jesus. This
It was
nigga
one
over
damn
here,
turn.
I went to he took me to the doctor because my car is out and my blood pressure was up driving with him. 121 over 81.
Yeah.
I was like,
It was up a point.
You
there was not a point. My blood pressure is usually like 90 over 70.
Do you have proof?
Yes.
Because you know she's a liar.
my blood pressure
You
is
driving
usually
fast?
low.
No, it was snowing.
Girl.
Would you
I was
holding
right
stab
here,
with the brake?
and I was holding on. I'm like holding on, and so you see like 10 cars in front of you, and it was snowing this morning, so you see the lights and everything, but the car is not slowing down. It's like he like revving. I'm reading the
You
fine
don't need
print.
to slow down.
Yes, you do. When the brake's in front of you, you take your foot off the gas.
If the car in front of you is not braking, you don't have to slow down until they slow down.
I see.
See?
Now.
Now, so you see what
Now,
I'm saying?
if you looking 1,000 feet in front of you,
Well, you're supposed to do that. You're only supposed to look.
Exactly.
ain't
you
nobody
learn
got
that
time
in
for
school?
that.
So look what I did. I printed out
I ain't
some
go to
stuff.
school.
You ain't
You
gotta
can
go to school. This is just some quick stuff
don't-
here. Because
don't-
I went to the Secretary of State's website.
He's going to be outside waiting on you.
But
I mean,
there's so many things. Like now I'm gonna say this. I'm not 100% organized here, but one of the things that I found out today that I didn't know, that I thought was a courtesy, is a funeral procession.
Is
You
these
know
real
that you.
signs?
Yes, those are real. Oh my God, Jesus, baby white Jesus, he over here talking about all their real signs.
he never seen something.
But don't tell me you was riding with the funeral.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I've done in the past. In the past, I'm gonna keep it real. So a funeral came today. He yelling at the guy. I don't really have. This is what he says. I don't really have to stop because you directing traffic for this
No,
funeral.
that wasn't what it was.
Because I know I
That
was late.
wasn't what it was.
And who is him? Who is he? I don't know
Blakey.
him. Oh, okay.
Talking about you know. Listen, he talking about. I'm gonna pull this piece out about this funeral. What did you say about the funeral?
What it was the line was like up the street, and I just needed to go like 2 houses over. So I was like, maybe if I just like slide in and pop in this driveway. You know.
Okay, now be honest. I didn't know that either.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
cut through funerals.
I don't normally do it.
Oh, I
but-
got time.
I mean, it was right there. I
You
had
would
to go
get,
to
you
the
would get,
bathroom.
that's a big ticket.
Yeah, and
That's
it
a big
is
ticket delay.
it says funeral
It's
processions have the right of way over
Yeah.
other vehicles except for trucks, ambulances, and police
Is
vehicles.
they waiting outside for me or something like my heat
Vehicles
just kicked?
in a funeral procession must display
Yeah,
the signs,
yeah.
though. And you know, I did that before. When I cut through, I saw the car over here had the 2 flags. Now, I thought the 2 flags meant it was the end of the funeral.
That is the end of it.
Okay, well, apparently the people that was in there
They're
line didn't
lost.
know.
Oh.
So, so the 2 flags was here, and there's about 7 or 8 cars over here. I thought they were just following the funeral. I'm like, y'all just trying to be slick. So I cut through. I get all these fingers, this funeral. I'm like, well, he got 2 flags. But in my defense, I saw the 2 flags. However, I didn't know that it was a ticketable offense.
That's a big ticket.
Well, I didn't break the law
Had the
technically.
police
Oh, I'd argue that
saw you.
I'd argue in court all day on that one. Because there's 2. The 2 flags mean it's an end. So And now the rest of these people didn't get where they were supposed to go.
I'm just gonna say
that's their fault.
Now, in
but
my
this
case,
happened a few years ago. Now, in his case,
in my
he just
case,
blatantly
half
rude.
them cars ain't had no flags on them, so it was like a pick and choose, get your thing out.
Yeah, again,
yeah,
it was.
sometimes they do, but that's when they supposed to be.
They should have been in tighter lines. They shouldn't have let me in there because he let me in. It would.
Okay,
look,
but you knew you was wrong.
But he let me.
You knew.
But he let me.
Wrong.
So that one I was on that one because I was like, look, reading through the book, and I said,
maybe yours
did
might
you
be
know
debatable,
you
but
could get a ticket?
yeah.
Oh, I done went to court on mine. I'd have got up there all day long on mine. But now,
I don't believe all these is real.
I want to say this one too because this one people just don't seem to know. Okay, now when you're merging on the freeway,
oh, you
you
coming down,
and
you
people coming this way.
You either
Who's supposed to stop? Is the person merging supposed to slow down and let the traffic who's already in the line continue?
So when you coming down,
so you coming down
the freeway,
and there's
you supposed to either speed up or slow down.
I have these classes.
And I hate when they do that. The ones that's in that line, they see you trying to get up here, and they're speeding up too with you.
Because
with
they have the right of way.
But my thing is, but that could be an accident because you know what?
You who merging down supposed to stop.
No, you don't. You can't stop on the freeway.
You're not on the freeway.
Oh,
you're on the ramp. You're merging into traffic.
No, but
the person already there. I'm gonna read the law.
But wait a minute. You got 2 or 3 people behind you that can coming down that ramp.
All y'all gonna have an accident because y'all in the way.
Because
if I'm driving, I will run you into the cement brick, and I ain't even gonna tell you a lie.
Ouch.
If I'm in the lane and you coming down, I don't stop for you. I don't speed up, and I don't stop.
Well, I don't expect nobody to stop. I just speed up so I can get in.
I just keep, and when you speed up. If you speed up and I'm at my speed, I'm not going to brake.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if I'm coming down the ramp and I can see you, you're back here.
Now, if you speed up and get up, I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, that's what I do. But if I see somebody right here, then I'm going to slow down so you can pass. So you can pass so I can get in.
Right.
But if I'm coming down the ramp and nobody's there, I'm coming down to get in traffic.
But the only place you can really stop is
on
the ramp.
Yeah,
you
right
can stop
there.
on the ramp. But you're not supposed to stop on the freeway.
I slow down coming down on the ramp if I see somebody coming.
They used to have a stop sign or something.
Oh no, I remember
Where
that.
was that at? I'm gonna have to remember.
I ain't never remember that.
It was like as you were coming down the ramp, there was a sign. It was
Michigan?
not on Michigan Avenue, on the freeway. It's in
no,
Michigan. It was like red or yellow, and it would tell you to come down. I remember that. But
yeah, I know that.
The law says that if I am in the lane and I'm driving and you're entering the freeway, I have the right of way because I'm already there. Mm-hmm. So you have to yield to me. That means you have to stop or slow down or whatever it takes for you to do to allow me to go.
Yeah, because I'm always looking because I come down. And,
oh yeah,
I want to get
I've
in.
had people try to beat me, and I'm like, here they trying to beat me, so they think I'm gonna change lanes. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. My vehicle is staying here.
If I come down and see you, then I'm gonna slow down till you pass. Then I'm gonna get in
you
that
can
lane.
give me the finger and holler at me
instead
or whatever.
Instead of like people when they come down, they go all across to the other lane.
Yeah, they on 3 lanes.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a ticket.
That's another one. When you turn. I
just broke all the traffic laws today, apparently.
And she telling everything.
I'm telling you all. I'm so sick of people.
Got.
What I found out, a lot of people have never read the Michigan SOS book.
What's that?
The state of
the
Secretary of State.
Did they give you?
There's a book. These are excerpts of the book.
I don't know if I can say this on here. I didn't take my driver's test.
That sounds great.
There's so many people that haven't done that.
I had a nice smile.
Listen how he got his license.
Look, because I took the test. I took the test and I failed miserably. And I went and I showed it to the lady. And when I gave it to the lady, she looked at me and I looked at her and I smiled.
But you know, there's a lot of them up here. This one particular Secretary of State who was passing everybody. The guy, he's passing everybody.
They didn't pass. I think I had one wrong. And it was that question about turning your wheels or something.
If it was 12 questions, I got at least 8 of them wrong. It was terrible. Oh, it was terrible. She was just like, you just must have forgot. I sure did, baby. I just did.
See?
I was nervous. I don't take tests well.
And it's only like 12 questions.
I know. It's sad.
And easy.
It was sad.
Oh, he ain't the only one. I know so many guys.
I don't know how I walked out of there with a license,
but
it cost the phone number in a couple days, but I mean, it was worth it in the long run.
No.
I can do that too.
Oh, hell no. Let's do that over there. You are a GUES too. Don't let us put you OUT.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And what's one of the crazy
What's the
ones?
double white line?
Two white lines.
You can't turn. You can wait a minute. The double white line.
Put your blinker on.
No.
That's what it means.
A white line period means you cannot cross.
You can't cross
period.
it.
A double white line
Like-
means you cannot fucking cross
Right.
it for real, because it's even more dangerous.
I was
The
about
only
to say.
time you can break that line is if you're entering into a private driveway.
You're right.
Lord Jesus, I was in the car last week with someone. It's a double white line, and I'm like, no, you can't turn here. You can't make a left turn right here. And it was on, what's that, 12 mile off? No. 11 mile off of Gratiot 11. And we're turning in. I'm like, no, you can't turn there. And this is what I get. Really? What you talking about? You can't turn this on this line? And they steady turning. I'm like,
I mean, look.
did you take the test?
But you was educating him
You
at the
gotta
same
rag
time,
down
you know?
until you get to
Right.
where you can turn. Yeah, that's a ticket.
Exactly. The things that are tickets
And
are
it was
amazing.
crazy. Police,
Wow,
you think it's
man.
petty, but they can stop you and give you a ticket for that. You be
Get
like,
ticket for everything. I don't like this. I say like I've been looking.
Like
I
he
swear
said,
I've
he
been
don't even
looking
know
at
half
these
of these
signs.
signs.
do you
I
wear your
swear.
safety belt?
My who? Yeah, I got to, or else the car beep. If I don't put it on, then the car just sit
But
there
you
and
should
beep all
always
damn
wear
day. It's
that.
irritating.
That's like my first nature. As soon as I get in the
I just
car, I put it on.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, and again, I was in the
Man.
car recently with somebody, and we're in the car, and all you hear is ding, ding, ding. So I was
Oh,
like,
I hate
maybe
that.
they don't hear the ding.
What's that mean?
No,
I hate
I'm like,
that.
maybe they don't hear the ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that
And you
is-
know, it progressively gets louder, right?
Because it'll
So
stop and it'll come
basically-
back on again.
But now the ding is like ding, 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 ding,
To let you
ding.
know I'm on.
And I'm like, let me cut the radio all the way down. I was like, do you hear that? I said, what's that dinging?
Ain't that the recycle sign though?
Oh, hell no.
Why is that on the traffic signal? That's
Because-
a recycle signal.
Okay, wait a minute. Which one are you looking at?
Number
See, I
43.
wish I could have
Number
made
43.
it. If I could have made this bigger, I really, really, really wish I could have made this bigger. Number 43.
They just put some stuff on here. All this
Oh,
shit.
no, come. This is the you telling me you have never seen this sign?
No. What
have
is
you
that?
seen it?
What is it?
Look
Okay.
at
I'm
it.
dead
how it's
serious.
going.
Look at it. Look at the
arrows.
arrows.
See?
So I
Right.
wish I could
It's
show y'all.
recycling.
So it is a triangle sign, right, with 3 arrows
That's a square.
going
In the same
around.
direction.
It's a square and a circle. But what it mean then? It's recycling.
No, it's not.
What it say?
You know why he don't know? He don't know.
Why?
It's a roundabout.
I done been on roundabouts before.
What?
They got one on what's that on Evergreen and out there in Southfield.
Northwestern. I hate
Look,
it.
yeah.
Yes. Girl, I hate
been on-
those.
Over there by the police
By the,
station.
yeah, by their little precinct.
Ooh, I
It's like
hate
2 of
them.
them back to back for some reason. I don't
And,
The
know.
whole
and you
one-
didn't see the sign?
What sign? They got one of them up there.
Damn, is it time for commercial?
Alright.
I think we have
Yes.
a commercial. Let's do
That's what that mean. That's a roundabout. Oh, okay. You learn something new every day.
Lord Jesus. Thank you. That's why we need this show. Put
ain't
y'all
never seen
kids
that sign
on so they
before,
can
I'm just
see
saying.
this. What is it? You're watching Laugh Talk Giggle streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter every Monday evening at 7 p.m. Like, share, click, and comment for the show. If you'd like to support our show, you can support our show
Nah,
via
no, I
Cash
ain't
App
tripping,
at
man.
$ Laugh Talk
This is
Giggle.
National Coney.
Lord Jesus. This show
This is
tonight, we have
National
guest
Code
Blakey
of
on here. We're talking about traffic
Oh,
rules, the
7:30.
signs.
7:30, you
Don't
getting out of
teach
here.
him. Don't be helping
He
him.
says that Cody
I'm
Island.
trying to read. I can't read it. This thing is tiny. I thought it said Coney.
What? No, what number?
Number 7. Don't that look like National Coney?
Now all of these
Like stop for
signs, I know
chili
you
dogs.
guys can't see. These came from the state of Michigan
I'm
Secretary of State handbook. And on page 43, they have traffic sign challenge. And on this traffic sign challenge, they have 54 various traffic signs that you should be able to identify by the shape
Niggas on bikes.
and or color of the sign. And the signs actually have things on here like number 6, the speed limit 55. We got to know that one.
What
But
52 mean?
there
We
are
on the
shapes
lines
and
with it.
colors. Which one? Which one?
52, man. We on the lines with it, right?
That is the slippery.
That's the slippery.
That's even in your car. My car has that sign in there.
Oh, that's the
It is slippery when wet.
anti-lock brake thing, traction control thing. Yeah.
That is not that.
It is the traction control.
It's slippery when wet.
Oh.
It's the car.
You just
It's
said it was in the car. That's
but it
traction
is, and
control.
then so in the car it means that the road is slippery when wet, so the traction control will kick in.
Will kick in when it
Well,
gets
I work
slippery.
on houses. I'm a carpenter, so.
But you driving, that's scary.
But you drive it.
Scary.
See? Which other signs don't you
Drive
recognize?
large trucks too. Like,
Now wait a minute, there was a sign.
Okay, what this one mean?
Back
No,
and
no,
forth.
not that one.
Back and forth.
This one. Number
Oh, that
number
yeah.
51.
That's actually on the
Slow
driving
down.
test.
Yeah, that
Slow
is
down.
on there.
Yeah.
No
That
trucks
does
down
not
the
mean
hill.
don't
slow
mean
down.
that.
Number
That, like, it's
51.
a truck on the hill. Slow down.
So the official
No,
thing
do mean
says
trucks coming
the
down the
official
hill.
thing says
Don't
hill.
slow down.
A steep down
Steep.
slope
So-
is ahead.
So you got
All vehicles,
Slow the fuck
especially large trucks, should take
caution
precautions
to slow down.
to make sure their brakes are working
I was
properly
right.
and gear down.
Okay, you got.
But
Oops.
Slow down.
it's not called
Big
truck
ass
on
truck
the
on the
hill.
hill.
It's not truck on the hill. It's a hill. Period.
Just simple.
Don't try to.
Okay,
Don't try to
I'm gonna give you an
add.
easy
Give him
one.
a. Give
What's
him.
number 17?
17. That's up here. So.
Now that's on Jefferson.
I don't listen to it, but I know what it means.
What?
It means you're not supposed to technically use your U-turn
this?
abilities
Oh,
in this
okay.
area. Oh,
I'm just nosy. I just saw
31 it
it.
is. Put it back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
you done broke the whole little.
I didn't break it.
Okay, so you got one right.
Okay,
See?
but look at this. So now this
Now
kind of
see,
goes
I know this a
with
lot
this.
because it's only red, yellow, and green lights. There's blue, white, black, orange shit. Ain't no black lights, no white lights. You don't see none of that. Well, I mean, police got blue and red, but the rest of them.
This says traffic sign colors. It didn't
Oh.
say the just the red green. It's the
They
sign
not all
colors.
orange.
No, because they're saying that each sign has a
Means
different
something.
meaning.
Like you have a sign has one for like the
Oh.
Blue is hospitals.
Yeah.
So this would be like misdemeanor, felony, like classifications. That's what I meant to say.
You don't have no wine to that.
Classifications.
I was gonna bring some, and I
I'm sorry.
said I wasn't gonna bring it.
I don't know what this black.
So-
black. Okay.
Again,
But
in the state of
I don't
Michigan,
know the big
Secretary
words.
of State Handbook, red sign always means what? Stop, you're prohibited, forbidden. Red, whatever the
mean,
sign
slow
is,
down,
that's
check
red.
both ways. Keep it
Speed
pushing, my
through fast.
Look at
Like the stop
Wait a
sign
minute.
that you just blew when we was coming here. I'm saying.
Y'all was on the freeway.
no,
No.
we
It was in the U-turn. The U-turn on Woodward. It wasn't no traffic coming,
There's no
so I just
U-turn.
rolled
the
through.
Michigan
U-turn,
U. The Michigan U.
Michigan.
A U-turn is in the same. You don't turn all the way over through the.
It's the same thing, ain't it?
But did y'all get on the freeway?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I couldn't bear it. My heart is big. I could take it no more. I could
Yeah, 'cause
take
the
it.
streets, they-
I'm getting my car fixed this week. I wasn't rushing to get it fixed, but I can't ride with all these different strains. Everybody coming to the
Whatever. I
show
am
is
not
bringing
that
me.
bad.
So what do
man.
yellow mean?
You better hurry up.
Yellow. Hurry up.
Now guess what? Now you know. So yellow means proceed with caution, right?
Man, hurry up.
So guess what? So do you know, like, say that the light is yellow. One day the light was yellow, and I'm speeding up trying to get through it. So as I'm coming through the light turned red. Do you know the police stopped me?
Oh, I nearly got a
Yeah.
ticket for that.
And tried to give me a ticket for that.
Yep.
And
He
I was
told me I
like-
sped up under the yellow light, and my response was, I understand that yellow means
But you
proceed with caution, slow down, be prepared to stop. Now, I said, I understand that.
But if I'm
But I was
halfway-
nearly all the way through, and I felt that if I had stopped,
You want
the
me to-
car behind
you want
me
me to
may have
slam on
slammed
brake?
into
Yeah.
me. So I felt that I was in the right, and he was like, well, you felt wrong.
Right.
Because he was like, you were not in the right. And he was like, the only reason I'm not giving you a ticket because you had that. I had a skull cap on, and he told me, and I'm gonna be. This is the honest God truth. When this cop came to my car, I had the skull cap on,
You was a gangbanger.
and he thought I saw him in the mirror. He clicked the
did
thing
he?
off of his gun, and he had his hand on his gun. So when he got like right up, he stood back. He never pulled right, and he tapped. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? I said, he pulling out the gun, and it's me? Because I'm thinking I'm just a girl. You pulling out the gun. So when I rolled down the window, he's like, sir. And I said, sir? You calling me a man? He said, ma'am? He said, take off the hat. And I took off the hat. I wear my hair pulled back most of the time. So I took off the hat. He said, don't wear hats. He said, you cannot wear a black skull cap. He said, I thought you was a man. And I said, so that's why you was about to unholster your gun and shoot me in the middle of the damn side? He said, I didn't know what I was pulling up on. Yeah. He said, you sped through the light because I was going, what's Gratiot? North and south? So I was going north. He was going west. So I saw him at the light. I didn't try to slow down because I saw him, but I felt I was in the right. So as soon as I went through the light, he hit that corner and just flicked.
Do it with confidence.
Yeah, I was like, but when he called me sir, I was like, sir!
Like,
my voice got high.
I'd be like this. I'd be like, yeah.
But I would say this, with honest God truth, I stopped wearing black skull hats that day. I never have worn since then. I've never worn a black skull cap. If I wear a skull cap, it's got pink. It's got little beads on it.
I think you're a man.
Oh, well, now, yeah, because now they fabulous.
They're like, yeah.
She said they fabulous. What? Oh, wow.
Because now,
He'd be like,
because when he said that, but I will say I literally stopped wearing black skull caps. But he was right. And on here it says yellow means caution, general warning. So any signs that you see are yellow. So what signs can you think of that are yellow? The yield sign. It's yellow.
Oh, I guess.
So it's yellow with black print.
So you just ride through that too.
Right.
I know it's a yield sign. So
they're saying it's caution and general warning. So the warning is that there are other...
If you don't pay attention, you'll get towed up.
Right. Yeah. That's your warning. See, that's a good one. Blue is service in hospitals. I don't know what other service would be under blue.
12. One time. Hook.
Is that what you're thinking? The police?
That's what I do. When I see a blue light, that's what I think it is.
No. Blue sign, not blue light.
Oh.
I only think hospital when I see blue.
Look, what is wrong with you today? I'm
trying to keep up. Y'all done passed me 6 times. You told me this sign right here means stop. Don't pay attention. Turn left, not right. Don't be turning and flipping and shit. I'm lost.
Okay, so what number 48?
Okay, wait a minute. We flip it back. What number?
48.
It mean you better get over it because there's some niggas already coming. I don't look. It's got to
look. Means merge.
Exactly.
They're merging into a single lane.
That's the word.
So you two lanes now. You gonna merge into one, right?
I told you I don't know the correct terminology for the pieces of words.
But that's not what you said. You said niggas coming as in.
Yeah, niggas is coming. So get in where you fit in, bro.
I thought he was doing niggas creep. Niggas creep.
I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
I'm not hungry. I ate.
Oh, man. So what's number 30 then? Because it ain't nothing on there. It's just a triangle. What's that?
The unfortunate part is this is not in color. That's got to be yield.
How you gonna know it's
yield? Because remember, this one here tells you got your colors of your sign, so it's got to be yellow. And then you also have the shapes of your sign.
Yeah, that ain't yield because that one's yield.
I told you she made some shit up.
I did not make that up.
14 is yield.
This shit not real.
When it's that sign, what's that? The triangle thing, right? The triangle always means yield.
But that's a right side triangle. That ain't an upside down boy.
But I think it don't matter. Well, let's see what it says. What's number 30?
Is it construction or something?
Is there a number 30 on here? Slow moving vehicle. Oh, see, it's orange.
Oh, it's orange?
Yep. The orange triangle is mounted on the back of a vehicle so that do not move faster than 25. That might be mine. You ain't never seen that on the back of my car?
So that might be something like when they be doing construction or something.
When they moving houses on the freeway.
They done did one lane.
The salt truck does not have that on there. Did you see how fast that salt truck? Oh, my goodness. This salt truck was going down the street. He had to be doing 55. He was going so fast, he thought it was a shovel truck. But it wasn't a shovel truck. The tires was just throwing salt. That's how fast he was going. I thought they was plowing. It was throwing the salt on. It was so the salt coming out the back, but the front tires was throwing the snow.
That boy was getting it.
That's how fast he was going. Snow was just. I was like, damn, did you just see that? He was flying down the road.
But she talking about me and my driving. But this motherfucker in this big ass goddamn vehicle,
But she's not in there.
meandering down the road.
Shit,
Or some
I
wild
had
shit.
Girl, he had me. I was in there. I started coughing up phlegm off my chest. I was so damn nervous. I was like, I said, I got liquids on my heart. You got me stressed in here. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Like you drive like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could drive him either.
And then he tells me, I'm driving cautiously because you're in my vehicle. I was like, damn.
I feel like if I'm doing under the speed limit, if I ain't cursing and flicking people off, then damn it, that's great. Because normally people irritate when they drive. Like, seriously. It'd be irritating driving places because you got to deal with retards. And they be, I don't know if that's the politically correct term, but
It used to be, but it's
slow
no longer.
motherfucker. Look, I don't know. You got to deal with people who don't got it all. Like, can't get right people.
No,
And they
no. It's not that they don't have it all. They went through the class of I'm going to self-teach myself how to drive, and they never read the book like some people, and they don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't really have no problems with the signs because, as you can see, I barely even know what half of them mean. So the signs ain't the
So
problem.
if
It's
you
the
don't
people
have a
in the
problem
actual
with the
car.
sign-
It's the
But
other
But
people
you the
driving.
person in the car that the sign is up there, and they're
That's
not.
not for me. The signs is for other people because I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Yeah, see, it's like everybody don't need the same message.
Everybody don't need what? I'm sorry, what did you just say? Everybody don't need what?
Everybody don't need the same message. Like, I know that I should probably slow down going through this light because, brakes.
Just let us know when you driving, nigga. That's all we ask.
Stay on your side of town.
Look, that's why I stay on the freeway. You see, you don't got to deal with all these signs and all this hippie hoopla nonsense.
These signs on the freeway.
No, it's not really, unless
Now,
it's
I would say
construction.
the one signs that I don't understand on the freeway are mile markers. You know, like you on there and like you 200, you at 2.56. I'm not. We should
That
invite
just tell
a
you how
cop or
far
something
you
on the
going.
show. No, because you get at one point. I mean, for 911, I'm quick to say, "Oh, I'm at mile marker such and such and such." But what's the real purpose behind? I wish somebody could. You guys could call in and tell us. I wish they would flash the number on the screen. Was it
That would be nice.
313-355? It's in my phone. 506861. They're supposed to run that number across there, but they don't. But I'm just saying.
I ain't nothing to do with that. I was over
Right.
there just
So they don't.
my signs.
When you renew your license, they don't.
601-835-56.
They don't give out the test no more. No more.
Renew? It's like,
You know.
No, they don't when you renew.
Remember you after.
You used to
no,
have
you just
years.
gotta pay them some money. That's
I know,
it.
but before you.
Yeah. You do.
Oh,
It's
I
like
thought you
$7 or
was-
something
I thought-
to renew your license.
No, it ain't no
It's like
$7.
$7.14, something. Yeah, it ain't a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, it's like
What you mean? It's like $25.
Yeah.
it's $25.
You said 7.
Well, for somebody who don't know none of these,
It's all the same when you think about it. You paying somebody.
so all the signs, the shapes of the sign are universal throughout every state that you go into.
I would
So
hope so. Shit.
when you see the sign
don't
that's
you-
a circle, what does that indicate?
Don't ever go to
A
Atlanta
sign
Drive.
that's a circle.
Oh,
I don't know.
He might fit in with
you
the
know what? In
people.
Atlanta, he'd be in the
I ain't like Atlanta.
what's that zone where you got the person in the car? What is that?
Carpool?
Carpool zone.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
see him over there with
I put a
nobody in the
mannequin
car.
up there quick as hell. Shit. Prove it. What you talking about, Willis?
That's my girlfriend. She blows
I
up.
don't care who it is. Look,
Love Sally.
look, you said as long as it wasn't me alone. It's somebody in a seat with a fucking seatbelt on. Leave me alone.
Oh, we gonna put a seatbelt on?
Of
the
course, you
mannequin?
got to put a seatbelt on it to make it look legitimized.
And a hat.
No, you ain't got to go all extra and shit. I ain't trying to
She
trick.
got some clothes
Do a
on.
little, nah, you can do a shirt.
Lord, all I'm saying is
I
drive
just-
right, Detroit.
I
It just don't make sense. But it's so many people I've been asking. Most people, and I'm going to have to say, I'm thinking it's men, I could be wrong, that have not read this book.
Here we go with the sexism.
Now, I'm going to tell you what encouraged me to read the book. I had driver's training when I was younger. As an adult, I really taught myself how to drive because I didn't drive.
But you
For
don't learn
years.
till you get to driving anyway.
Yeah, and I didn't, even though I had my permit, I never drove. So I didn't start driving for years. I mean, I was in my, I was late. I was a late driver. I was in my 30s when I started driving. And I'm gonna just be honest. When I started driving, I just got in the car and started driving. I was like, I could drive. I couldn't drive,
I thought I could. I could
And-
drive,
but I didn't know the rules of driving.
but you know, people are blowing at me out.
Yeah.
You know, they want me to drive.
I was like driving, and I remember, I think the statute of this has passed, but I remember when I first started driving that when I tried to park between two cars and I hit both of them. I just like, and I was like, I tried to turn in, and because I was going shopping, so it was parked cars everywhere, and I tried to turn, and so when I turned this way, I hit
But
this
you talking
car.
about me
I
and my
turned that
driver.
way, I hit that car. I tried to back out, I hit them both again. I had paint. I had a red car. It was a brand new car. I just got it. My husband had just got me a car, and he said, "If you want to drive, just start driving, and we'll figure out once we get it." I hit both of those cars. I probably sat there about 3 minutes, and I pulled out and went home. And I called him, and I was crying. I was like, "I hit the car." He's like, "What?" He said, "You left the scene of an accident." I was like, "What does that mean?"
Oh, you was a criminal.
Right. I was like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "You cannot leave. Did you call the police?" I was like,
but
"No."
after you hit the car, both cars, why are you still trying to get in?
I know.
You still pull off.
I was still, I didn't know. I kind of freaked
Had to
out.
stop and think for a
I
minute.
was
Wait a
like,
minute.
Like
What do I
I
do?
still like,
What
bam,
do I gotta
get
do?
in this way, bam, get in that way. I just had to pull. And
I'm
I
like, as soon as I hit the first,
the
and I
cars
was
that
like,
I
shit, this
hit-
wasn't meant to go
let me
shopping
tell you the
today.
worst part. The both cars that I hit were city. I'm not going to say what city, but they were city cars. I said, them people going to show be in trouble because they know where they were supposed to be driving them cars on the weekend. I was like 29
They
or
probably
30.
waited till Monday. He was like, oh, I just got hit, damn it.
But I didn't hit them hard. But I scraped them. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. I was out there on my car, get this paint off of my car. Because I said, oh Lord, and I was so
Once you
scared
realize
for
the
about a
criminal
month.
aspect.
After he told me. For about a month. I wouldn't drive after that for about a month. I wouldn't drive.
Oh my
And every
God.
time the police rolled down our neighborhood, my heart would just beat. I was like, Lord Jesus, they coming to get me. So that's the only time that happened. But I
Hold
mean,
it down.
So I see where you get it from now.
and then the other thing that happened was the first time a guy called me a bitch, and I was driving, and I was coming off the freeway, and I didn't know, and this is a rule, because somebody else didn't know
You
this
can't
either.
yell at people while you driving?
No, that you're supposed to stay in the lane. So you know how most people, when you see them, they in this lane, they turn all the way over to the second
You
and
have to,
third
like
lane.
when you come off the lodge and turn, you're making that left on Livernois. So when you turn, you have to stay in that lane that you're turning. That is a ticket. You cannot.
So
even though
this
there's
one here said his name wasn't in the lane.
I call bullshit.
It
You can't
says
tell me I have to stay in a certain
you
lane.
do because it's other people that's turning.
I don't see my name on it. It's
it
not
says
mine.
follow the general
So my lane is
curve
wherever the hell these
out
motherfuckers
of the curb. So when in this
The
particular
general
time,
curve of the car.
not
So
never getting
whichever the
car
car
I was
curve.
turning right,
Yeah, no.
and I was in the right lane. But then I just went over to
All
the
right, see,
second
look,
lane
bam, this
because
right
that's
here.
what my husband did all the
Oh, no,
time.
see, this
So I
nonsense
was driving
right
like
here.
he drove, and this guy was like, "Bitch, stay in your motherfucking lane." I was like, "Bitch," and I focused on the bitch for about half an hour. But then when I got home, I said, "Guess what? This man told me." He said, "Well, why were you switching into the other lane?" I was like, "You do it all the time." He said, "You can't drive." He was like, "You can't do that. You don't know how to
that's a
drive
ticket.
good
If
enough."
you know
But
what
a lot of
you're
people
doing,
do it though. You got to stay in the lane that you're
and
turning.
I watch it now. I see people, everybody I know, well, I'm saying it's every male I know, never turns in their
Here we
lane.
go with the nonsense. Look, the lane that I
Johnny
turn
Mosley,
into,
friend up, don't turn
the
in his
lane
lane.
that you turn into is the lane you need to be in. So if you in this lane and you need to be in this one, I don't give a damn how you made it. All that matter is you successfully turned. Right?
No, wrong.
You are not gonna sit here and just make up shit.
I'm just- I'm not making it up. I'm being honest.
That you're not gonna do.
If I got it,
Not on this Monday. You're not gonna make up.
If I'm over here and I need to be here,
And then you're trying to make it sound
Sound
logical.
logical.
Yeah.
it is.
Like,
if you're here and you need to get here, it don't matter if you got to zigzag up through that motherfucker.
Oh my God, that's like a pet peeve of mine to be on the freeway and see somebody cross 3 lanes. I mean, and they don't
But there's
cross.
nothing wrong with that. You can do that.
If you put your blinker on, you cross into one.
Then you stay there.
Wait till you clear.
Then you go
cross
to another.
into the next.
Just don't
but
go
just go straight
If
over.
it's clear, why
But
not?
it's
Why I
not
gotta
clear
stop
half
and
the
wait?
time.
Why I gotta stop and wait for an imaginary car? If I look over and it's clear the first
now
time,
the cars are imaginary on the freeway.
because I'm saying that if you gonna do that, you didn't already looked over there to see. So if you didn't look over, you didn't peep the side like you didn't.
But you done came.
I got the route.
But you done came across
that's
this
the
way.
hole.
You done came across the car that's right here.
And what
Even
about,
though you think you got the room, you still not supposed to do it.
Did you hit the car?
What
Did
about
the car
on the
hit
lodge? On the lodge at Warren in that area when they get on the lodge trying to get on 94 West. And so 94 is here and the lodge is here and the sign says do not enter the freeway area over there. So they get on here and you're supposed to go up and
then they realize
and they go
in the
straight
wrong-
over to get on so they can get on that exit so they can merge on to 94 West.
I mean,
I've seen so many accidents and near accidents on
I feel
that.
like it's all circumstantial. If it's open, I mean, why not? You know, I mean, if it's traffic there, you know, if it's gonna put something in danger, don't do it.
But they always do it at rush hour. It's always at rush hour.
Because it's rush hour, we're trying to get the hell up out of here.
That's when it's the most dangerous.
Yeah, exactly, because we just left.
You know what?
You know, we trying to go. You know how dangerous I am right now when I'm trying to leave work?
Oh,
you know how it is when you leave work? I'm tired of this job. I'm tired of these people. I just want to go home. Now I got to sit over here
So
with
you
these
know
people.
that everybody trying to get home, people rushing. That's when you should take your time.
That's when the beast come out. You got to get down.
Well, you know what? Sit in your car and calm down for about 15 minutes before you get to start.
Wolverine in the back. Right. This motherfucker over there. I'm the beast. I'm a beast, these motherfuckers.
Here I
I'm coming through. Move the fuck out
Either
the
that
way.
or get a big truck. I mean, shit. You get a truck, ain't nobody cutting you off.
I don't like the big trucks.
Motherfuckers get scared. You come down that road, they be like, oh shit, I'm gonna get the hell up out this guy way. Keep
And
going
I
a
do.
little too fast.
Yeah, I do
I
move out the
move.
way. I'm not gonna lie.
I move.
I move.
You don't
I'm
want
not
to deal with
even
none
gonna
of this? Get a truck. You ain't got to worry about stop signs and all that shit no more. You can blow through them all. Because ain't nobody gonna fly out there and voluntarily hit that. You go, oh yeah, go ahead, big fella.
Okay. Moving on, everyone.
Right, because that's... Okay, I'm going to ask you some of these questions. These are safe driving knowledge tests. These are easy. And you know what? They got really goofy answers, and they actually give you these same goofy questions on the test, and people fail them.
It was
So like this particular question, it says, before turning left, it is important to A, sound your horn, B, yield to oncoming vehicles, C, swing to the right side of your lane, but you turn it left, but you go swing right, or D, wait until oncoming traffic has a red light.
Well, it depends on how fast you're going. See, because depending on how fast I'm going, if I'm making
Wait a
a
minute,
left
so
turn,
you not
gotta
gonna
swing a little
so you're
bit
not
to
gonna
the
even
right,
so
your inertia carries.
So you're not gonna even
turn
slow
the right
down.
way.
You just gonna.
It depends on how fast you're going and the circumstances. See, they don't give you enough information for that question. They don't tell you where you're going, what you're doing, how fast you need to be.
Because I was trying
there.
to get here, so I was swinging the corner.
See,
I was swinging.
they'll say if you're 10 minutes late.
But I was
They'll
swinging.
tell you none of that.
I'm like, ooh, I hope I don't slide.
Okay, that doesn't matter because the answer is B, yield to oncoming vehicles. Because you can't turn if somebody's coming. That's just silly. But you know the speed limit in what's the speed limit in Detroit?
Which word?
It depends on where you at.
Yeah.
Now see, I was not a part of that group. The speed limit to me depended on how loud my music was. I'm just being honest. When I'm driving, if it's up here, until I've never had an accident where I've actually hit someone. I've been hit most times that I've been in accidents, but I've seen some really bad accidents. And those accidents that I saw, made me slow down. But I used to be a lit foot. I'm not gonna lie. I used to.
Oh, me too.
And
but I know it's not right. I drive fast, but I'm cautious when I'm driving.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh no.
But see, no, hold on, because time out, because both y'all just said the same thing I said.
But I know the rule.
But ain't nobody cut y'all off talking about some, okay, but buzzer. Ain't nobody do none of that when y'all got to it. But when I said the same thing, it's, this motherfucker
I'm not
tripping.
saying I'm right, though. You're saying you're right. I said I used to.
And I admitted that I turned
that I used to
fast
do
today.
the speed limit based on the loudness of my music. It depends on who's playing. If I got Tupac or Biggie,
it depends on where I'm riding at.
Yeah,
with
mine.
the loudness of the music, it really depends on where you riding at.
Now, what
I
can't
spun out on
stand-
94 going west. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I looked down and I realized I was in my little car and I was doing 120. And I freaked out. And when I freaked out, I jammed and hit my brake. Nobody was there. And I spun and I controlled it. I stayed in them. Luckily, nobody was there. So I spun and I ended up facing facing east, but I was going west. Luckily, there was nobody there because it was 3-something in the morning. And I was able to.
120.
Well, I used to feel that you should. I used to feel
long.
you should press and see how far my car said it went to 130, so I was trying to see if I could hit 130.
My car said 160. I'm not trying to get over 100.
I don't know about you.
Now that was years ago. Now last weekend I did hit 110, but I wasn't. I was just driving and I was thinking about something, so I was agitated and I was driving.
So it's okay for you to
No,
break
no,
the
no,
law.
I break the law. I do speed. I do
Right.
speed, but you know what? I know the rules. I be like, oh, take your foot off the gas because nigga gonna get ticket. And I love the app that tells you. I have the app on my phone for driving, and that app tells you about speed traps coming.
Oh yeah,
So I have, even when I'm going home, I play that. If I know I'm away from the house, I put that app on because I want to see and
I
slow
leave it
your
running
ass
all
down.
the time. I'll never cut it
It don't matter where you going. If you gonna hit that freeway, you need to put that app on.
You need it.
Yeah,
he
that's why I had no problems though. Cause see, the whole time I had an app on, and it's been times I've been flying up 8 miles, something like that, you know, somewhere doing like 60 or something like that or some shit, and then you know be like, incoming speed trap. Oh, thank you, sir.
I do love that little app.
Excuse me.
I ain't
We
gonna
put
lie, I
both
love
hands
it.
on this steering wheel real quick and turn my voice on.
Oh yeah, you put on the voice, the proper voice. I've only had one ticket for going over the speed limit, and I got 3 miles over, and I was like, what?
I got one ticket.
They gave me, what was that?
3 to 5 over.
Yeah, I was only technically 1 mile over the speed limit. I was coming down, I was right there off Woodward in 11 mile.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
was right there. I was literally, I
What's
was doing
that?
1 mile over
Roll
the
up?
speed limit.
Oh, 1
yeah,
mile?
and
Oh.
he gave me a ticket for it.
I had mine in Highland Park.
I ain't drove out there since.
I was like, I said,
Man,
I was so upset. I said, so really, y'all just need the money and you just ticketed. And he said, I need you to stop talking. I said, what? He said, I need you to stop talking, ma'am. I was like, I shut up. But I'm telling you, when he left and I rolled up,
I be talking to
telling
you.
me, right. I'm talking to you when you leave. I ain't scared of you. Your ink pen I am, because you like to write. He gave me a ticket too. It was $100 and some dollars.
I was flying down there trying to hit that lodge, and I saw him at the gas station, but it was too late because I knew he had the gun on me. So when he stopped me, I was acting crazy. So, no, hey officer, you know what you stopped me for? Yeah, because I couldn't slow down. He seen me. So I seen him coming.
You were doing fast. You should have got a ticket.
I
had 3 miles over.
Oh yeah, I was getting.
And in Highland Park, I think it's speed traps because on one part it'll say 30 miles and the next one is 25.
Yeah.
Their mileage is what, a mile long? How long is
I don't even know where that is. I just dropped somebody.
It changes twice in that little area.
On 7 Mile going to Palmer Park, he does that too because it was a person.
Was that like Shaner and
that was that got a ticket and was saying that was the speed limit, but when he got up here, he didn't even get a chance to slow down
because he was doing the speed limit.
The cop stopped him, gave him a ticket, and he was like, "Y'all lucky." He said, "Y'all lucky up in here." He had lost all the tickets. Everybody was in there for him.
He lost his tickets?
He lost the tickets. Yup. He lost them. And he was there. He said,
that wasn't Highland Park, was it?
Bro, this is Detroit. And I told you, I seen him again. I'm riding. So he said, ma'am, as soon as you go through that light, pull over. He got his guy said, well, goddamn, this is motherfucker.
I wish about you would tell me as soon as you go through that light, pull up. We gonna sit today, motherfucker.
Because he was on
This bitch, nigga, the matter is?
He was on the other side, and I was on this side at the light. Girl, when he got out the car, I said, "Oh my God, it's him again." I said, "Sir, I don't have no tickets. I don't have." When I say I got to talk and talk, he's like, "If I go to the car," I said, "Sir," I started going up 8 Mile because he could sit
To
right
avoid
there.
him.
Yeah, like it's you again.
This nigga tripping, son.
Oh, that's like, yeah, I never had that. No.
Yeah, you tripping, dog.
He's like,
Ain't gonna tell- ain't nobody gonna
oh,
tell you that.
oh, you don't have a safety belt on either. Oh,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I got one for safety belt.
I was good. They used to
No
slap them
proof of
up.
registration. He gave me 3 tickets. So when and what was crazy, so you know I had a Mustang. So if anybody know me, the snow, that Mustang gonna get away from me. There was another Mustang. I was in this lane. He said y'all were doing the same. And I said, well, why did you stop me? He said, because you were easy to get to.
You see, next time,
And then
there's
when I-
2 cars and it's the same, and y'all both.
And then when
on
I
some
pulled off, I was
shit.
so mad. He, Miss Dix, put your safety belt on. I was burning rubber. I was so mad at him. I was like, oh, I'm going to court for this. 'Cause I ain't got no ticket. Everybody down there did for him.
Well, I'll say this. That ticket that I got, that was like, oh, God, maybe 10, 12, 15 years ago. But when I went to Highland Park, because I went to court, you know, I'm
Oh,
trying to
you
go
know, the magistrate.
They didn't even have no magistrate.
Yeah, they had him.
They
there.
had
You have to go before
a
him.
police officer
Yep.
who told me it was me and 2 other guys, and he said he has been granted the power to do this. And I'm like standing there like, is this legal?
I'd have been like,
They didn't have a judge.
I want to redo.
That's
He
how you
said
go. Go right
he
there.
said you got a choice to pay this ticket today, or what was it? Or take another ticket and come back. It was like really weird. So my ticket was like $120 or something like
going
that.
To the Supreme
And
Court.
then
And if you don't pay the ticket, they suspend your license.
yeah, but they don't have judges.
Now you know,
They're so little. I guess the judge had a cold. I don't know. I was like, so you're just a regular cop? He's like, well, I've been given the power to do something. And I was like, is that legal? I kept saying, is that legal?
I'm like, power.
And the
this.
other guy was looking at me. He was like, because I kept saying, is that legal? And you know, he was not, the other guy, the cop was like Caucasian. He was like looking at me like, you need to stop talking. And I'm like, I kept saying, is that legal? I mean, you're a cop. So, yeah, it was just a different situation. But I have not had a ticket since then. I've only had, in my life, I've only had 2 tickets. And I have slowed down, other than last week, but I was kind of agitated when I was driving. So, you lost count that quick.
What I will say about tickets, I learned
But
this
anyway.
years ago in Ohio. I got a speeding ticket in
Oh, yeah.
Ohio.
In another
You come-
state.
When you come through there,
And,
Ohio
If
waiting
you know,
on you.
when you get that ticket, you gotta, if you not a resident of
You
of
gotta
Ohio,
pay it.
you gotta pay that shit on the spot.
Oh, really?
And if you don't pay it on the spot, they take your actual license
What you mean
out
they
your
take
wallet,
it?
like your actual license.
Your physical
They
license?
take it. Yeah, they took my license. The state trooper took my license, and he was like,
Tell the whole
"Well,
story, boy.
you can
Right,
either
it's gotta
come to
be-
court." No, that was the thing. It wasn't nothing wrong with my vehicle, my license, nothing. I was speeding. I was doing like 110, probably coming.
You
up
just said
75.
you never did 100.
I know. Never said that.
Is that
I
what you
said my car go 160, but I'm not doing 100.
So you're doing 160.
No, that's beyond the point. But
Uh-huh.
we was I was driving. I was bringing somebody back, and it was flying. And they caught me, and I didn't know that. I was like, okay, so I was just like, all right, give me the ticket, because I'm thinking like, whatever, nigga.
pay it.
I'll live here. Fuck you. And he was like, gotcha. And that's how I found out they would actually take your actual license. I had to
So how
follow
did you
him to
get
the
it back?
precinct,
Oh,
and I had
wow.
to pay the ticket on the spot. And it was fucked up because he had like searched me and everything. I had a little bit like my medicine on me, and I was mad because he
His
ain't found it in the
medicine
search or
on him.
nothing. But when I got to the precinct, it fell out my pocket, and I was like, oh.
God. What they
What
say?
the hell is that?
He was like,
Man,
oh.
pass me my
because when he
parsley.
seen it, it literally dropped at the front door of the precinct. Like right before I
Did you
walked
pick
in.
it up?
And I walked in, I'm talking to the clerk, I'm paying. This motherfucker comes back in after he done left out. He was like, I thought you said you didn't have anything. Where'd you find that, sir?
I'd be like this. That's
I've
not
never
mine.
seen that before.
Is that parsley?
I'd be like,
Oregano?
I'd be like, that's not mine.
I'm not even gonna speculate. I ain't never seen that. That ain't me.
Wow.
But yeah, they
That
take
never
your whole
happened.
thing.
Well, anyway.
Now, what I don't
Kentucky
like
do
about
that to you,
them,
too.
well, now when I went to Ohio and they gave me the tolls, all those little toll things, I got a ticket in the mail saying that I didn't pay a toll. And I'm like, I pay every single toll, but apparently they caught me on one. They got a picture of my car, but there's no toll booth. So they didn't catch me going under and not putting no money in. I was just going down a lane or something. And they said I was on a toll road.
Really?
And I got a ticket. It was like $13 whole. They said I owed a $13. I was like, I purposely have money in my car. I don't want a
That
ticket.
ticket would have been about $40 for fucking with me with tax and inflation.
Oh yeah, and they said that
they.
they every 30 days or something like
They
that you
add
get
on to
extra
it.
money. I paid the $13, but I really wanted to challenge it because I'm like, I was paying so many tolls that day. I remember that because we went to the casino.
I feel like if you
Oh, it's time to go.
I ain't do it.
I didn't get to talk about all of my traffic things, but I'm going to pick back up on these traffic things. We're going to have to bring a more responsible person on the line.
What the hell?
That could at least indicate some of the signs.
Right.
Listen,
that
if
would
you
know
don't
more
hit
than-
nobody,
If you can
and
at
if
least know
nobody
10
hit
of them,
you,
you can know at least 10 of them.
What'd you say? I had a successful trip.
I was successful all day. I ain't hit nobody. Ain't nobody hit me. I ain't got no
Right.
tickets.
Everybody.
I'll tell you, I was coughing up phlegm. I
That's
was,
like-
and my chest not even
That's what I
congested.
said. I was like, if they're going to get on the freeway, you
What's wrong with the freeway? I ain't scared of no ghosts. I hop in the ditch all the time.
A ditch.
That's what the freeway called. We call it the ditch.
Oh, I am not cool.
Well, I don't know. I hang around a bunch of older people.
Oh, we got 4 whole
we don't
minutes.
say ditch.
Ditch. I've never heard that
Me
before.
either.
They might be
Something
older than
again.
you.
Something
Trying
again.
to
He
throw
done
that
made
out there.
some.
I'm just saying, I never heard it called a ditch before. Oh my goodness. So next week we have Tashari Green coming on. She gonna do my makeup. I hope I want like
She gonna have us on fleek, girl.
I hope she do my eyes and make them. I'm watching all of these Instagram and Facebook videos, and I'm watching these women do makeup, and I'm like, and all of these chicks on Facebook and Instagram are
She gonna have
phenomenal.
you looking real draggish.
I don't want to look draggish.
She'll have with that red lipstick on.
Oh, I ain't wearing no red
Looking
lipstick.
like Wanda.
Red lips. I don't like the red lipstick.
I like
It look
it.
good on a lot of people. I just think my lips are too thick for red lipstick.
Tell her to give you that Jasmine guy and living color makeover.
Right?
I love her.
I used to love
I love Poogie.
But no, I think I'm supposed to get my makeup done this week because I'm supposed to go meet up with her prior to the show. So I think she's gonna do my makeup then.
Oh, but she'll do it.
You know what? I would
She had to do it on the
practice.
show to see her like.
She is gonna do it on the
Exactly.
show.
So where you gotta meet up?
Look, don't stop. I don't know.
They
I
got
was.
some extra stuff going on. They trying to leave
Right,
you
is
out.
that-
You better find out.
I'm
You best to find out.
I'm good. I want she to get her makeup.
I want my makeup done because I don't know how to do it. The best thing I can do is mascara.
You know what type of makeup I can do?
No.
Like, just don't say that.
Right, don't say nothing at all. Just let that makeup piece go.
Just let it go.
But I'm looking forward to having my makeup done. And I'm gonna tell you, if this guest don't show up, I'm gonna do my own damn makeup. We gonna
It's
sit
gonna
right
be
here.
Right, exactly.
and
And
smoke in the city, baby. Some smoke in the motherfucking city.
I can't with you people. I just can't.
I've been trying to find a way to work that into my conversation
Right, you
for
been
about
trying
a
to
week.
say that all week.
Oh.
Smoke in the motherfucking
I
city.
just can't.
And I'm gonna stop cursing because why y'all stop looking
Well,
at
good
me?
luck.
I'm gonna stop
I
cursing.
don't know what to say.
I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna stop
Shit.
saying, but it'll be a few words. I'm not gonna stop all words because I like to curse.
We'll just
It
keep.
adds color to my
No,
conversation.
it lets people know the seriousness behind the words you're saying.
Not
See,
all the
you can say,
time.
no, I'm gonna give it. Do. I'm gonna give a prime example. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't you see the seriousness behind that?
Because it kind of depends on how
'Cause
you
when
say it.
that
'Cause if
fuck
you
drop,
tell me
you
shut
know-
the fuck up, I'm like, shit.
No,
fuck
because
you.
when that fuck drop is normally consequences behind that fuck.
No, because then I'm going to do like
'Cause
this.
if you don't-
When you say I'm going to look in my bag and I'm going to be like,
Well, I'm not saying
I
that to you.
can't
Calm
find a
down,
fuck up in here. So who you
I thought
talking
about
to?
to pull out a weapon on you. Damn.
I don't care when people curse at me. It doesn't scare me. It never did.
Nah.
Because I curse too
I'm not
much.
saying it scare you.
It don't tell me
it
that
gives
you
you
serious.
the seriousness. It lets you know that, oh, there might be a slap behind this.
Oh hell no! I was the fucking nigga.